Hi y'all, Jeff back here with Jeff's Cars, and I'm beside the 280 SEL 4.5. Now, a couple of things since the last video. Well, obviously, we know right now the car doesn't start, and so Jose, he put the fuel pump on, but I'm not getting fuel up to, the fuel lines that come up into the engine compartment. So this weekend, he's going to come over and we'll test through it. He might have got the wires backwards because these old cars, it's just two black wires. And so sometimes you don't know which one's positive, which one's negative. So on the fuel pump, if you got them reversed, you're reversing the fuel pump itself. Meanwhile, and he said the fuel filter on the car looked fairly new, but just to be safe, I ordered one, a Wix filter, and it came today, along with another part. If y'all watched another previous video on the 300 SL, the missing part, the one that went around the country, also arrived today for the red 300 SL, the tension adjuster for the belt tensioner adjusting rod. So that arrived today, but remember, if you go back and look at that video, Jose, he was able to make two from one. And it was this part right here, this part here failed right here. And this part that came in the mail today, exactly the same make and part number. So more than likely, this one being aluminum will probably fail too, but I'm glad he got that one to work because the car runs. It didn't overheat, which is a good thing. Now, I didn't take it on a drive because, it was wet out, and I've never driven that car in the rain, and so the only time it got rained on was when I brought it home, and that was the last time it got rained on. So if it's nice over the weekend, I may take it out and double check the coolant level to make sure it's all up and going. But for today's video, I'm going to work on this floppy seat. Notice, and that's the way this car came, and did a little checking, and I don't know who does this, but I'm going to take the camera off the tripod, and I'm going to kind of show you a little bit as to what's going on. Now, I've moved the seat forward, but you can still see down here where it's not bolted to the floor on the part that holds the sliding rail. So there's the hole for it to bolt to. There's the bolt, and you got to take the seat out. You got to take it off this rail in order to get access to this. But while I'm taking the seat out, I'm going to obviously clean it and make sure it works properly. But let me get my light here. Now what we got to do is I got to take the seat. See, there's the screw for the rail on the back side. I don't know if you can see this one, but there it is. And then while I was tinkering with that, you notice the seatbelt's not even bolted. There's a bolt that's missing there. So I don't know what was going on. Who does this? But one of the things I'm thinking may have been going on, they may have been trying to take the seats out in order to, detail the car, because it's a pretty hot mess in here. I mean, it's both sides are pretty bad. Now the back seat, as you know, it's in nice. The leather's nice and it's now nice and soft, actually. But you can see the front seat. And it's pretty. It's dry. It's dirty. And then, you know, I got parts laying on the floor. Just all kinds of things. And I'm missing a panel up under there. I'm missing the panel there. And I think I'm missing there's a panel that covers the steering column under there. Also, too, just as a recap, I tried starting it the other evening. Of course, it doesn't start. But I think that I've got fuse issues now, because when we had this hooked up to the GL 350 with the jumper cables, all the power windows worked. Things came to life. This window here on the passenger door, however, it's like there's a gear strip, so we'll have to address that. But this window was partially down, if you go back to the first two videos, these two were down about the same level, and this one rolled right up. So, do I have enough amperages coming out of the battery? Well, I should now, because I put it on a charger overnight, but now I don't. Now they don't work. Nothing works. The headlights still work. The wipers work. The blinkers work. But nothing on the interior, power windows and things like that. And so what we'll probably end up doing is going through and taking the fuses out, cleaning the contacts, and putting new fuses in, because inevitably, if you go back even further on the 350SL, we did that, and everything just miraculously started working. So that could be some issues as well, because there's some electronic components up underneath the hood. There's some relays and things like that. So, and those could be bad as well. But first things first, we're going to see if we get fuel up there, maybe get it started, and then go from there. But meanwhile, I'm going to get a Phillips screwdriver, and hopefully I'm strong enough to get those bolts out, and then we'll come back, and then I'll slide the seat back and take the back ones, or the front ones off. So I have a couple screwdrivers here, and hopefully I've got the seat far enough forward. Maybe not. Let me see if I can slide that seat a little bit more forward. Okay, it's as far forward as it can be. So let's see if we can get in here and get a bite on this screw. Oh, yep, there we go. That one's almost it was loose. And this will give me an opportunity, once the seat's completely out, then I can really go to town and clean it. All right, got the two back ones. Don't want to lose those. Now we'll go take the screwdrivers around to the front. And the wires that are laying in there, apparently they come from the stereo and they go to the speakers. Well, that's going to be something else that I'll address. The speakers are there, but the plastic covers, I probably will get new speakers for the back. I mean, because modern day speakers sound a lot better, and I don't know if I'll address putting a new stereo in, but at this point, I'm not too much worried about that. All right, let's push this seat back so so I can get access to the front ones. Hopefully. Maybe. Are there front ones? Let's see here. Oh, they're on the bottom going. They're on the bottom going up. Well, and now, okay, so that's kind of jammed. So, okay, so they screw from the bottom. So I really should have just kept them. I'm going to need a small Phillips. So I should have just kept the seat forward a little bit. And then find me a small Phillips. Well, shoot. Yep. Okay, it's got to go all the way forward. I wish I had I have a right angle. Well, let me see here. Well, I can lift that, and yes, I could take it off, but now going back together, that might be a problem. But I don't know, folks, if you can see that in the camera, but let me get that down there a little closer and show you what I got going on. So as you can see, the screw is right here. With this tilted back, I can get there with a small Phillips to get the seat off the rail. But wait a second, I'm confusing myself here, folks, because oh yeah, okay, that's backwards. So I was thinking that's taking the seat off of here, not taking it off the rail. So I'm gonna have to figure this out because I can't tighten that bolt down, and it doesn't look like there's a nut inside there to hold that. But let me show you here, folks. Let me shrink this all the way down. So I don't see a nut in there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but I need to get, that's what bolts down there, and that's the rail that bolts in there. But I took off, let me see here. So I took off I loosened it from here, which comes, oh, okay. All right, so I think I'm all backwards. Let me, and then I'm always kind of wondered what this, there's a block of something here that has, what the heck? What the heck is this? This was holding the back of the seat up. Oh, for Pete's sakes. All right, folks, I'm going to show you something, and maybe you can tell me what this is. This was up underneath there, holding the seat. This block, the box, What does it say? Something Britain Tools. What the heck? What the heck is that? So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research and figuring stuff out. This is a punch kit, I think. What the heck? Oh, what in the world is this? Huh. Well, folks, you never know what you're going to find in a car. I have no idea what this is. So, folks, if you have any idea what this contraption is, put it in your comments. I'm going to kind of tinker with this off camera, but that was found under the seat. Don't know what it is. It says it's from Britain, something Britain Tools. Put your comments down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.